to another clack valve that's in there. We don't always have to go into that clack valve because 9 times out of 10 that's always clean and working and everything. And then you've got another valve, clack valve, in here, which is your waste. What this is, I think it's called a plenum chamber. And basically, it's a big chamber, and why it's like that is just thick walled, because it actually gets a fair bit of pressure in. But it's like putting water into something with an end on it. It'll only go so far. So when we get this cleaned out, have a look in here, make sure that clack valve's okay, put it back together, he takes the plug off, water comes down through pipe and starts to come into here. But it'll only go probably halfway, Amadeus, and then obviously there's that much pressure in there, the water can't push it any further. So what that does, it gives the system its bounce, you know, when it goes boom, 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 boom. What's happening, water's coming in, it's pushing air up, air's pushing it back, and then you get in that rhythm of a beat. And that is basically top and bottom of it. Now, I spoke to Allspeeds up in Cumbria where we get bits for this, and the lady said if along the lines with it being with old system and if you get air problem, you tend to get air into here, coming into here through the backs, air going out if I can speak, which brings your water level up and up and up. So you've not got enough pressure in here, the air that's been let in. So your pump will still beat, but it's not got a big enough throw of beat to push any water up into the reservoir. So the simplest thing to do, she said, is stop your header pipe coming in. We don't have to, but we'll have a look in that valve because I've not been in there for 6 or 8 months. Drain the system, which we can do. We don't have to take that plate off. Undo that and that. All water will come out, totally drained, and then we'll start again.
You still get bits for it all?
No problem, yeah. This has never been as tight as Amadeus, I don't know why it is. They usually aren't.
So that's just a chamber. There's just nothing in there. It's just a chamber.
No, and usually, if you get your hand in, pull an odd frog or something like that out.
Jumping out.
So that, and then there's non-return when it pushes down. So that's what sends it back up the top.
That's a clack valve. That's like what you call a clack valve. And what we're going to do is, while we're on, we'll
turn it over.
Just turn it. Well, to be quite honest, in there she's spotlessly clean. And I've spoke to the people at Allspeeds, they call the place, and she says, yeah, there just could be a small issue, an air leak or something on the system, but she says, as a rule of thumb, an easy repair is just every now and then stop it,
empty it,
totally, which we're going to do in a minute before we do any of this. So, a
little bit,
little bit, and little bits are sometimes a lot. Just, so,
there's a bit in there.
Yeah.
I'll grab that.
Just clean that bit of slimy stuff off then, and I'll just
is that made of brass then? That?
It is.
Yeah.
That's a pricey lump, Amadeus. It wanted 850 quid or
was it? Yeah,
900 quid, I think. But the last, it'll see our time. Your speedy around.
Yeah.
When you put that back on, have that there. You want that so it just starts to touch as a rough guide, and then Whatever you think's there, I think that's a good starting point.
Okay, yeah.
Say
it's
about what, 8 to 10 mil?
Yeah, it's about 10 mil.
8 to 10 mil gap.
And then what does that bit on the top do? Is that
That locks that
the
shaft.
gap? So you hold that in place and then you tighten that up.
And it doesn't need to be
Very tight.
Doesn't need to be ultimately tight, Amadeus. But if you've got something like an adjustable out like that, when that's mounted in there, just give it a nip. Just give it a nip.
Yeah.
I'm not going to nip it yet because
we haven't got the speed. Yeah. Ah, it is like a heartbeat.
Water's hard here. It cuts into that. It cuts. That should only be a real pinhole. When they get worn, when that gets worn, it can cause this to get airy.
Yeah. It's starting too much. So if that starts blowing higher
if that
rate,
starts blowing at higher rate and you're losing water up to top, we need to replace that.
Okay.
Which is a simple job. Stop it. Just stop it up at top. We don't have to drain it or anything. Spanner onto that, and that just goes in. That's just a little